Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Golden Lap. Here we go. Another race in season 5 and we are having a really good season so far and we're just hoping that we can keep it going. That's all I'm really looking at. That's all I'm really trying to keep going here. Um it is hot. It is really hot. So if I'm a little bit low energy, that is why. Do forgive me. My word, it is hot. Ooh, okay. Up today, the Schwarzwald Ring, a tough, dangerous track. Take a look at our car. Where are we lowest right now? We are lowest on the chassis. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to build one more part. I'm not going to always this entire season just keep building parts. We are going to try and get to a point where we're like, okay, cool. We don't need to keep spending that money now. We can go with that one. The reliability is okay on these cars right now. Bregman's looking pretty good. 2852 was a pretty decent roll from where it was. That engine of 2931, I don't really feel like we're going to... Do we need to build another engine or do we just kind of upgrade this one, keeping that reliability high? I think that's what I'm going to do. There we go, 2937, a bit of an upgrade on that. With the reliability coming up as well. Okay, that's all we're going to do, and then we're going to go into the race. Chapman attempted to sabotage Ezzolini's chassis, but were caught. They lose 10 points. And someone, I'm going to assume LeBron, sabotaged us. But are we going to catch them, or do we potentially catch them at the end of the race? I don't know. We're just going to throw one lap on the softs. Just to see if, we can throw one lap to get... I mean, it's already... Everyone else is on the inters, so maybe this isn't the best idea. But I just want to do one lap. So it doesn't look like it's really doing much. No, look at that. We're getting kind of caught out by the inters pretty quickly. They are catching us and doing a lot better. So let's speed this up ×4. We put in our laps and we are, way ahead of it. So it wasn't even worth it to do one lap. But now we'll just be... We can still tune, of course. And we lose a bit of time on that tuning. Not a lot. And we'll just go straight to the inters then. Okay, that's not so bad. This is a risk. Spending 5 points to maybe get... Okay, we got 9. That's okay. And 14 there. Good. 0 on that one. And another sabotage. Again. Super frustrating. Oh, yellow flags. Paul Woods in the Ezzolini. Second on the grid right now. You've got to think that those numbers are going to kind of stay... They didn't want to stay out. I'm just going to send them out again anyway. You got to think that lap the Woods has put in is going to get overtaken as the cars tune up throughout the session. Okay, green flag, and we've actually got a nice little bit of track here. Which is very good, and we are I mean, of course, we're putting in green sectors. We really should be. But that yellow flag has kind of hindered us a bit. See where we jump up to, because I don't know how. Okay, 4 and 9, that's okay. But as the track gets wetter and wetter, it's only going to get harder and harder to improve on the time. And everyone else is actually going into wet tires now as well. That's okay. That's okay. And that's okay. Good. Yeah, it's on the wet tires now. There's no point even sending them out on the inters. Um, good. Good. Yeah, real good. And again. And again. Yeah, lovely. So it's just going to be lap times, laps, laps, laps. That's all it's going to be. And from now to the end, Holgerson is by far fastest of the bunch, and Woods' time is, well. Look at that! It's exactly a 2:01. That's kind of crazy. Oh no, okay. Even with the wet tires, we are improving. Green sectors, yeah, green sectors. Third and eighth. Wow, well done, Bregman. And this is, of course, with another part that Bregman should have been upgrading, kind of losing out. That was good. All these zeros. What the heck? Nice. Very nice. Oh, that was incredible. The chassis jump from where it was to all the way, well, not all the way, but nearly the golden tune on the chassis. Very nice. But yet we're still we're still actually a second behind the lap that Woods did. So Woods must have put in one crazy lap on the inters there. White sectors implies that we are not going to be improving, and we're not. So let's get the cars back into the pits. We've maybe got 3 or potentially even 4 laps more now. Oh, wow. Maldonado goes into second. That was great. Um, let's just focus here for a second. There we go. Good. Okay. That's really not helpful. Yeah, those weren't the best um, tuning runs there, I guess. Pair of tunes. Okay, Bregman can't focus. That's unfortunate. Maldonado went into second, did improve on that time that Woods has set. Oh, there we go. But we are, I think fourth is our ceiling then. Because look, I mean, look at that. We're 6 seconds off where we were. 10 seconds off. That's crazy. 10 seconds is the gap from like the top to the bottom. That is crazy. Everything is zero. Even that wasn't that great. There we go. On the chassis, done. Oh, boom. And again with the zero, we get so many zeros. I would almost argue we actually get more zeros than, the RNG should be giving us. No one is really out here improving now. Yeah, we're not improving. That lap was incredibly slow. What on earth? I mean, it's so wet. There's so much water out there now that we are genuinely putting in like a 3-minute lap. I don't even think we'll get the lap in. Like, genuinely, I don't even think you're going to get the lap in. Like, it's going to take you more than a minute 48 to get round on a fast lap. So, quali's going to be done before we get to... Yeah, there we go. Before we get the chance to put the next lap in. So, we'll all finish up. Back to the pits we go. These cars obviously did set their time. We're going to start fourth on the grid. So, on the second row, alongside Woods, who, of course, crashed. And then at the back, we got Cilliers just behind Chandler DuPont. Again, the other Ezzolini. They're kind of in the same boat as us with the driver loss and stuff like that. They've got one driver who is, quite a lot faster, let's say. I think we do start on the inters here. Because the wet range point is on, it's kind of in between. It's not really there for a dry tire. And it's only going to get drier with that forecast the way it is. People partying way too much. Okay, we're going to watch Bregman in fourth right now. How's it going to go? Let's see. Up into second, a really good start. Cilliers unfortunately dropped down to 13th, but Bregman doing the job. In fact, doing the job we've kind of come to expect from Bregman. Like, Bregman is clearly a strong driver this season. Like, has got, oh, yellow flag, Paul Woods. Paul Woods. Instant DNF for one of the Ezzolinis. Okay, let's zoom on out of here. The driver stress level is going to just disappear while that yellow flag period runs. I don't really think it's obviously first lap incident. It's not, enough time hasn't gone for us to then go straight to a dry tire. Even though that probably would be a good call under a yellow flag. If there's another yellow flag, then we could go for it. Oh, okay. Bregman's lost a position there, but now it's only the LeBrons out in front. We are still pushing because, we got the chance to reset the stress levels. As soon as we hit the red, we'll calm it down, and then we'll kind of evaluate where we are. There we go. So let's calm that thing down. We are 3rd and 7 right now, 3 and 7. We've got Cilliers up into 6th, actually, by overtaking Pellegrini. Bregman's just got past Maldonado, and we're not even pushing now, which is really interesting that we're able to keep up with these LeBrons, and we're not even pushing. We've lost positions back here. We've got the Chapmans and the only Ezzolini in the race. And it is going to be pitting for dry tyres relatively soon. Not just yet, but relatively soon. So this is the first stint. This is the opening stint. And all we've got... Oh, wow. Those are some early pit stops for... Those are some really early pit stops. To just go on to another set of inters. Wow. Bregman's in the zone, but I'm not going to push because this is a dangerous track. We're going to try and hold position for as long as we can. Maldonado going on to the inters. I'm really not sure about that. Another set of inters. I'm really not sure about that. I'm not sure it's worth it. I think we can stretch out and go for... Is it worth it, though? Oh, I don't know. Kind of, let's see what Holgerson's going to do here. Holgerson's coming in, so let's just play the sensible game here. Because the water is still out on track, and we'll bring our drivers in as well. As things stand, we are looking on for a pretty strong finish for both of our drivers here. We're in the top 8 by the looks of things. And DuPont is the only car that stayed out there, but DuPont is going to be losing time by having kind of older tyres on. Must make a change now. No, not now. Be another lap. Tillier's in the zone. That's good. It would be good to get past the Waylands here. Can't focus. Can't get past the Waylands. I would say Cilliers should be beating the Waylands because of the car he's in. Maybe. I don't know if that's a bit of an oversimplification, but should be a little bit stronger than he is currently, running down in 9th. Should be able to get past them. Ratama has crashed. Okay. Ribeiro's gone onto the softs. Hard for Lovera, hard for Laframboise. They've gone... Okay. It's not quite time yet. I guess DuPont did get away with it by staying out and then going straight onto the dry tyre, which was something I was looking at doing, but we decided against it. Again, this is another situation where, okay, so Maldonado has gone in. Hard tyre does take you to the end. Yeah, we're going to go through it. Bregman got the overtake done, but is instantly going to pit. Going to be hard tyres for them both. There's enough gap between them that I feel like running the same strategy isn't the worst idea because it just kind of keeps it simple. Especially when cars are, they are DNFing around us. And you would think that LaRousse and Morstan are going to start losing time with these tyres that aren't really... Well, they're not dry tyres. They're not really suited to the track as the rain is disappearing. So let's see when they decide to pit. They will pit soon. There's one of which Bregman has got his position back easily. And LaRousse is only going on the medium. So I would assume LaRousse is going to have to pit again. Is the medium going to make it to the end? I can't see it unless there's more, more flags, which there may be. Okay, when is Morstan coming in? Because Morstan, we are 4 seconds faster at the moment. So we should absolutely fly by. Come on, Bregman. You've got to get... There we go. There we go. Morstan, for some reason, still not coming in either. Now we've got DuPont up ahead, who's actually done well and has jumped us by strategy, by staying out. Cilier's in the zone. Okay, let's give you a push. Where are you? You're in 8th. Again, you should be getting past the Waylands at some point. There we go. That is it. That's one of the Waylands. Nope, lost it again. Cilier's got the position off of Laframboise and then gave it back. And now it really is just dry tyres all the way to the end. And we're on the hards. If there are yellow flags, if there are anything of the kind, yellow flags. Yep, cool. Let's give Bregman a push then and try and get DuPont now. Get yourself back on the podium. The Lebrons are so far ahead. But they do, I mean, that's kind of crazy from Maldonado. That is just burning his tyres. Comes out in second, 23-second gap. And I do think that cars are going to have to pit up ahead. So there we go. There's LaRousse pitting. Third time, third stop. I think people on the medium are going to pit again. So, oh, Cilier's got Laframboise. Up into 8th we go. Brilliant. No yellow flags by the looks of things. We've got the two Chapmans. We've got Bregman across DuPont. We knew that was coming. That's good. Bregman should have been able to do that. No real problem. Doesn't have a big enough gap yet. However, I don't really... Well, you know, I do want Cilier's to try and get something. And he's in the zone. So let's see if 7th is on the cards. Can't get past Tim Morstan right now, but there's still... And we've lost the Laframboise because Tim Morstan is holding us up. Can't get past. There we go. Look, if we can't get past, I'm not pushing him all the way red and having him crash out on the last lap. We'll take the points. Bregman with another solid drive. We just can't really... Doesn't look like we can compete with the Lebrons. And if they are the team that is sabotaging us, what do you want from me? DuPont did just do a one stop. Went wet tyres, yellow flag, stay out there long. Inters, I mean, not wet, but, you know, wet weather tyres. Straight onto the hards and then went to the end. How do we have a faster lap than frickin' Holgerson? Oh, my word. Flick the champagne, off it goes. Boom. We actually take... Well, wow. We took the second most points in that race. Did everything sponsorship-wise, so that's $10 in the bank. Bregman is running easily in third. The Lebrons are just too far ahead, it seems. It seems like we just can't get to them. Cilier's up into 11th. We've got 23 cars. And we are... Oh... 9 points off the Chapmans. Of course, we only gained 1 point. But we were the second strongest team in that race. You know, if the Lebrons do have some kind of issue, which I think they did at Mutton Shop, I think they had that double DNF. You can definitely see a pattern emerging here. After Lupe is gone, it's unfortunate. Bregman and Cilier's are running more or less the exact same race every time. Bregman's going podium hunting. Cilier's is just trying to bring up the rear and collect points to add to the tally. Yeah. Okay, well, look. It was still a good race. I'm quite impressed with Bregman kind of holding it together. Cilier's, I think, maybe could have done a bit better. Could have tried to hold those positions. 7th was probably on the cards for him. It's okay. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It was a pretty good one. It was a bit of a standard one. You know, like... it does feel a bit like deja vu, where we built a part, it got sabotaged, we finished third and ninth, so we're solid on the podium, we're getting good team points, we're in fourth on the team standings, we're probably doing better than Wayland. You know, we've got one car competing for the podium, which is better than Wayland. We're slowly trying to climb further up. I reckon if we keep just driving solid races, second or third, there's a chance. But it does kind of feel like LeBron are, you know, that step up. And when that's the case, you've got to accept it. You've got to keep working. We've got to try and build more parts and whatnot. But that is how it is right now. So thank you for watching, guys. I will catch you next time.